This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Huskers will kick this away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. Inside deals now from the shotgun. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. So an early season test for both teams, the top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis. What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking right, this one caught.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the 1st down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And 3rd and short, try to pick it up on the ground. That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Design quarterback run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down, he's throwing for it. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Single back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. He'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Caught quickly. They've got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
He's running out of time here. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6. 2nd down and long now from their own 6.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. Close to the tight end. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. As the first down is still going.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eye.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for the first down. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. He breaks free. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. A deep shot to the left side. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. Touchdown, Gators. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point.
14, Nebraska, 0.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's looking deep down the middle. Cannot connect on his first throw. It's incomplete.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Throws it to the right. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Proctor. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's second down after that completion. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Eludes a tackle. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Wisely throw that one away.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Proctor. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep to the right side. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Pass clock inside the 10. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Will kick this away to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. First down, looking to throw the football. He lets it rip. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He goes down quickly but comes up with a nice interception.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Makes a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch, should be short of the marker. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
The shotgun running play call. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the Gators pick up enough for a first down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida.
I think the drop back here really fools this defense at the goal line. Good call by the offensive coordinator to give the quarterback options. You could see the defense kind of on their heels, so the quarterback decided to take off, and he was just too quick to get to the goal line.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. What a stiff arm. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Running through the tackle. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He finds the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Wide open downfield. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they've got him behind the line. Great effort by the back there, but still going to be stopped for a loss. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Proctor. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Crucial third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. That pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle finally made to win at the 13-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Where teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, what a move. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense starts with excellent field position. He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Incomplete for a third straight play. So tie game, fourth quarter. We're going to go for it on this fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. Makes the... Oh, he jumps him again. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Has the first down and more. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Clock stops officially 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. The Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
The Cornhuskers are in the red zone. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? The encroachment penalty moves the offense a bit closer to the goal line. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying for the first down with the tight end. Touchdown, Huskers. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. The pocket breaking down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep for late game heroics. And he throws his third interception of the day. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.